Can anyone tell me why there is no coverage on what's going on in Oahu? None. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it because I will butcher it, but their dam has broken. Like it's failed. The whole North Shore, I don't know if any of you have ever been to Hawaii, but it's completely flooded. Like nobody's talking about this. It's just kind of weird that like not a soul is talking about this, and like the devastation. Like I have seen just a couple videos now. Like this has all been happening within like the last like 24 hours, and the amount of water, like the dam has failed. It has failed, and hopefully people have evacuated. Like it's crazy. Go look at the video. Wow.
Hey, just wanted to talk stories about the stuff that's happening on Oahu right now. There's so many things happening, and I just wanted to be clear and share this message out. The Wahiawa Dam is gonna overflow. The reservoir is going to break. The dam is gonna break. The dam's gonna fail, and it's going to flood the areas. They are saying a 90-foot wall of water is going to flood that area. So hopefully everybody that had to evacuate has evacuated. I know that there are still people that were waiting to evacuate. The last that I heard, about an hour ago, the military was going in to go evacuate people. There were people on their roofs. There's just water like over car levels, like up to people's necks. People are walking through the water. So praying for everybody, of course. But just wanted to talk through some of these things that we are working through on our and just like live document what's going on right now, because I think that it will be critical in the time to come, and emergency preparedness protocols and all of those kinds of things just for all of us to remember and be aware of and be a part of and participate in. So first of all, there is a current effort underway to kako'o and help evacuate people that were a part of a houseless community that were right next to the reservoir. Hopefully everybody that wanted to get out got out, but there are always chances that people might have changed their mind at the last minute, especially like we saw in Lahaina, and we want to make sure that people that do change their mind at the last minute have an opportunity to get out in time safely, and make sure that the people saving them are also can be safe. So if you have a lifted truck, there is currently a coordinated effort. If you are willing to go and help evacuate houseless people in the community of Wahiawa, please text 808-721-3386, and I will add you to the group chat. You don't have to worry about getting out and evacuating everybody. Your job is just to drive, and the Navahine Ko'ititas who have been trained in these kinds of protocols will get out and evacuate or help see if they need evacuating, and then go from there, basically. The second thing is that we cannot wait for the military and the fake state to come save us. We just have seen time and time again, not just here in Hawaii, but across America in general, that we just cannot wait for them. If we do, there's going to be mass destruction, and just tragedy for all of our people, way far beyond what we're already seeing right now. Also, on that note, kilo and natural observation of the world around you is your best tool in these situations. Don't wait for them to tell you to evacuate. Don't wait for your phone to tell you, look up, look outside, see how quickly the water is rising. Look at the sky and see, does it look like it's gonna, it's passing through? Does it look like it's getting worse? What is the intensity, the frequency, all of those things, are they increasing? Just ways for you to take gauge and be super aware of your surroundings at all times, because like I said, we can't rely on our phones or the fake state or the military or any of these things to come save us, and we have to keep ourselves and our community safe. On that note, the vulnerable populations that fall in between the cracks, right? The people that don't necessarily have somebody to think about them, to care for them, to evacuate them. Kupuna that don't have ohana because everybody has moved away to America, so they don't have anybody here to think about them in times of emergency. Our houseless community, neurodivergent sometimes, our friends that, are physically or mentally have disabilities, all of these different vulnerable populations, single mamas even, like, that I'm thinking about, and we need to make sure that we have safeguards for and emergency preparedness protocols for situations just like this. So really good for us to not practice, but for us to take note of what are the weak points, how can we improve, how can we strengthen our protocols, our practices, our like our speed, our reaction time to these kinds of things, our reflexes. And the last one is that, from a conversation I was having with somebody this morning, I do think that a part of this is sometimes to get the funds. So it's almost like they're saying, oh, Hawaii does need the military look. Like, look at all this stuff happening, the volcano and all of these floods happening. Like, you guys really do need the military and the defense and all of Red Cross, first aid and federal funds and FEMA and all of that kind of stuff. When in reality, we can see real hand experiences that time and time again with Lahaina, with different flooding, with different fires that we've had and different natural disasters, the community is always the first and more precise and appropriate response to the actual disaster, because of course the community knows the community best. So instead of the federal process and protocols coming in to tell us, which is very different from, Washington, D.C. or wherever law that these things are made, it makes sense for the community to lead, and the Kaiaulu and the Lahui and the stewards of this Aina to lead both these emergency processes, the repair, the before, during, and the after. So beware also, on a last note, of the crisis actors and the disaster capitalism that comes out of all of this. Just things to kilo and be aware of as we move into an era where it seems like this is a lot more common than not common these days, for us to be having these kinds of big ass disasters that have huge effects across the Pai'aina that ripple and affect everybody. So praying for everybody, pule for everybody, doing what we can to organize in the meantime.
Reach the wall. The wall gives. This is where it's gonna give. So, Wailoa, Oliva, heed this warning. This has gone over the top.
Breaking news is out of Hawaii, where fear that a dam could fail has triggered thousands to evacuate. Good evening once again, everybody. I'm Michael Brownlee.
I'm Kathy Vara in for Colleen. This is happening on Oahu, the most visited island in Hawaii. Right now, we want to show you a picture from Wahiawa, Hawaii, where the dam is located. The map on the right side of your screen shows that it's in the northern part of the island. Tourists most often stay in Honolulu, which is along the southern coast. The evacuation order was issued for areas surrounding the dam.
All right, NBC4's Annabelle Sedano is tracking the threat to locals and tourists. She joins us live now from the newsroom with more. Annabelle.
Michael, Kathy, this is some concerning news, obviously. The evacuations come after days of extremely heavy rain that has flooded the island. Emergency sirens blared along Oahu's north shore today. The governor says the island's 120-year-old dam is at risk of failing, and 4,000 people have been told to evacuate as quickly as possible.
We have a road out that is open. I've mobilized even more military reserves, and we have the troops coming in from Schofield to help. The Coast Guard will be out there to do search and rescue if, God forbid, any of our loved ones have been washed away with housing. It's going to be a very, very touch and go day.
And at this point, there are no reports of deaths or injuries, but authorities say they are aware of homes being swept away. Just so you know, this is an area of Hawaii that is popular with surfers and tourists and known for its big waves. But right now, as you can imagine, everyone is being told to just stay away, and locals are working to find safe places to stay. So the state has set up emergency shelters for people and their pets. Meantime, more rain is expected in the next week. That could make the situation even worse. And we will, of course, continue to monitor the safety of the dam on air and online. We know many here in Southern California have ties to Oahu, so we will be updating that information as we get it.
From above, you can see the devastation. Entire street blocks on the Hawaiian island of Oahu completely underwater. Stalled cars submerged and stretches of farmland gone. Below, a desperate scramble to safety. The water here rising above the windows. Some attempting to wade through chest-high floodwaters. And across the North Shore, thousands forced to evacuate in the dark.
The Coast Guard will be out there to do search and rescue if, God forbid, any of our loved ones have been washed away with housing. It's going to be a very, very touch-and-go day.
Tonight, the Wahiawa Dam at risk of failure. Hundreds of homes below it forced to evacuate.
The dam, which has been safe, was getting close to 85 feet. That's why we sounded the alarms and made sure people could get over out of harm's way.
The rain has been relentless, part of a second storm system pounding the islands this week. Months worth of rain causing dangerous conditions and significant damage. This home ripped away in heavy winds, crashing into the stream below. Tanner Morrow woke up to the sirens. He had minutes to choose what to save.
It was pretty much what you could fit in your arms and then go. It's definitely just been kind of harrowing. I mean, we're not used to bad weather. I mean, Hawaii is famously one of the sunniest places in the world.
Guys, please do not be oblivious to the situation that's going on here in Oahu. The whole North Shore is flooded. The roads are already closed. The Wahiawa Dam is on the cusp of going. If you are in a danger zone, please get to safety. This is a very emergent situation for those who are in a danger zone. I'm watching the news right now, guys. Get out while you can.
Okay, this is Wilson Lake, people. I'm right here at the dam, and this is where you look real close. That wall is breached already. This water flow has overtaken this whole section of the lake. This is it. It's breached the wall. The wall gives. This is where it's going to give. So, Wailoa, Haleiwa, heed this warning. This has gone over the top. Brought a mic. We'll be here by the dam. Say a prayer for Wailoa and Haleiwa families who couldn't get out like we did. Say a prayer. Thank you, Jesus.
There are urgent evacuation orders tonight on Hawaii's North Shore amid potentially life-threatening flooding there. The island of Oahu, home to some of the most famous natural landmarks in the world, Diamond Head, Waikiki Beach. But tonight, after roughly 30 inches of rain this week, thousands of residents are on the move, told to leave immediately. Quote, do not pack or prepare your home. The authorities warned, just go. The major worry tonight is this: as the rain still falls, how long can a 120-year-old dam hold back the reservoir there? Authorities warning tonight of a breach that could come at any time. Meteorologist Rob Marciano is tracking it all.
Over a foot of heavy rain overnight, triggering catastrophic floodwaters, cutting off road access in the northern edge of Oahu in the Hawaiian Islands. Today, city officials issued an evacuation order impacting more than 4,000 residents, all told to seek higher ground as rising reservoir waters threatened a dam failure.
Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Evacuate now, because the dam has not failed at this point, but it is at imminent risk to do so.
The fast rising floodwaters have led to multiple rescues. Members of the National Guard have been called in to help with evacuations, some residents escaping on their own, while others are trapped.
There was a group of 70 people that were surrounded by water up at a campsite up on the North Shore. I was told they are safe right now, but they were having difficulty getting out because there was so much water around them.
The intense flooding comes after some areas were hit with up to 30 inches of rain in recent days. More is expected through the night, prompting officials to tell residents to take these warnings seriously.
I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen a mass evacuation like this, such last-minute notice.
And I'm not sure we've seen this kind of back-to-back rain within just a couple of weeks. That area still remains under a flash flood emergency, and the entire island of Oahu is under a flash flood warning for the next several hours. We're certainly hoping that that dam holds. But the radar is definitely active there across all of the islands. As a matter of fact, we've got heavy rain with this Kona low that's kind of set itself up again, tapping some subtropical moisture and then just dumping it onto the island. So that will continue as we go through the next 12 to 24 hours for sure. Meanwhile, we're looking at the record high temperatures that have continued across parts of the southwest. All-time record highs in some cases. Palm Springs seeing 108, Phoenix 106, Vegas 95, Salt Lake City, Denver. You can even push this into Oklahoma, into Springfield, Illinois, parts of Arkansas, blowing out daily record high temperatures today with that record heat dome in place, amplifying that heat. It will do it again tomorrow with temperatures well above average, and many of these will be record-breaking highs. Sunday again, but not quite as hot, but that heat does slide in to the southeast, and eventually some of that warmth gets into the northeast where we're seeing some rain right now. Heavy rains falling across and soon into the I-95 corridor, but not nearly as heavy as the rain they've seen the past couple of days in Hawaii.
Come on, babies. Come on. Come on, babies. We're almost there. Almost there, babies. Come on. Baby. Good morning, everybody. Aloha. It's Monday. It's March 23rd. And just to give you guys an update, so this Kona low has passed us, is what I want to say. Or it's no longer close to our islands. We're not feeling any more of that rain activity. However, there's damage assessments being made right now out in the Wailua area and other areas around the island. In Waimea area, the road closure is still in effect. The water has yet to to subside, you guys, in many areas. Kahaluu all the way down. There's even homes that were affected in Kahaluu too as well. If you've seen my last post, we have a lot of flood zone areas too, especially like out Otake Camp and Wailua, a lot of flood zone areas too out there too. So right now there's actually yesterday the community is really stepped in, and there's a lot of resources being provided by just people in the neighborhood, helping out with machinery and labor, just being out there and helping. And that's what it's all about, because we truly are people that do care for one another, and it's really shown, it's really displayed right now. As for those of you who have not heard about the Kona low that hit us, actually I want to say like early Friday morning, or maybe even a little bit before, but on the 20th, I don't know what to tell you folks, but I'm glad that now I'm starting to see posts about the flooding that's occurred here, not just only in Oahu, even Maui sustained a lot of flooding too there, guys. Aukihe, Lahaina got a lot of rain the other day. And then I'm hearing Molokai too as well, also had. So this Kona low really hit our islands. It really did. And for the most part, I want to say that our Wailua end and Haleiwa end really suffered a lot of damage, guys. I was watching the news. A lot of things are being thrown out as of yesterday, material possessions. And thank you to HECO for turning off the power when it needed to be turned off because of all the flooding, the rampant flooding. And that was so necessary, and thank you so much, HECO, for doing that. Power has been restored to a lot of homes at this time, even out Laie in those areas. But I think there's still a few power outages on the North Shore. there's a lot of different ways. I believe that you can, I mentioned to you guys, there's the Hawaii Relief Fund, there's the American Red Cross.org, there's the La Hui, I believe, Foundation, all those different ways of, you know, and then there's even like the Hawaii Food Bank, and you know, there's so many ways that you can help donate to the people of Hawaii. But I don't know, I'm just riddled by the fact that it did not get the news attention for whatever reason. Anywho, you guys, let's press on, let's be steadfast, and let's do what we can do to help out each other. Aloha.